In this video, we're going to look at the tests that have been completed in your module. We will look at how to review the answers, how to check the grades or add grades, and how you can download an Excel sheet with the finished results. The first thing that you need to do is go into the module containing the test. Scroll down and you will see on the left-hand side a course management section. In this, you will see the Grade Centre, and we're going to click on Tests. Here in the Grade Centre, we can see all of the tests that have been completed in this module. The test that I am looking for is MCQ1. The most recent test will appear at the end of the list. So as we can see, the red line is going through the circle to the left of the test name. This indicates that the students cannot see these grades. If we look down the column, we can see that there are some grades available. Where we can see these dashed lines indicates that the student did not complete the test. As this is an MCQ, the answers were already in Blackboard, so the Grade Centre automatically graded these tests. If your test contains essay questions or other questions that need to be manually marked, you will see a yellow circle with an exclamation mark. As we can see at the top of the column, there is a circle to the left of the test name with the red line going through. This indicates that the students cannot see these grades. If we click on the drop down to the right of the test name, an important option here is Attempt Statistics. This shows an overall look at the test itself. So you can see the average attempt score, the number of attempts, and you can see the averages for each question. We can also use this drop down to download an Excel with the results. This brings us to a screen like this. So we can choose to format the Excel by user or by question and user, and we can ask it to download only valid attempts or all attempts. I'm going to leave them as is and click to download results. If we open the downloaded Excel file, we will get a pop-up like this. This is just asking us if we trust the source, so we can click yes. So we can see here that 2 students completed the test, and we can look at their answers. There is also a column here at the end for manual score, and we will look at that in a second. So if we go back to the Grade Centre, we can look at each one of these tests individually. If we click on the drop down to the right of the score and go to Attempt, we can have a closer look at this student's test. So firstly, we can see the student's name is on top. There will be arrows available at either side of this so that we can scroll from student to student. If we go down, we have a panel with test information. Here we can see how long the student spent completing the test. We can also choose to open an access log. This access log shows us how long the student spent on each question. This could be useful if you think that a student may have had internet issues. So if we scroll down further, we can see the questions. We can see if the student answered correctly or incorrectly, and how many points were awarded for the question. We can also enter feedback for the student, and if we scroll down further, we can add notes. These notes will only be available to the lecturer. One thing that we can do in here is we can manually override the number of points awarded to the student. So if we thought that the student deserved 5 points for this, you can change this, and when you scroll to the end, you can choose to either exit, which won't save the changes, save and exit to save and go back to the Grade Centre, or save and next. This will save any changes and go to the next student. As you can see, we will be given the same information for the next student. So I can hit save and exit and go back to the Grade Centre. So as we can see, any changes that we made are reflected in the Grade Centre column. Another option here is that we can manually override the grade that has been entered into the Grade Centre. So this will take a few seconds and it will update with the new information. As we can see, there will be a red triangle in the upper left side. This indicates that there was a manual change to this cell. Another quick tool here is Quick Comment. This will open a text editor where you can add feedback for your learner or notes for yourself. Similar to what we could do within the individual test, but it's a quicker way of doing it. Once all the tests are reviewed, you can go in again and download the results. This will download an updated Excel document with any changes that you have made. And lastly, at this stage, if you're ready to release the results to the students, you can come up to the drop-down in the header, and where it says Hide from Students on Off, click that and the red line will be removed.